Hello everyone, welcome back. Welcome to my channel if you're new. Capricorn. Okay, wow, we are ready to go. I think that's everything I need to say to you. Okay, first card out. Ten of Cups. Nice, Capricorn. We're off to a great start here. Let me get this. I'm gonna get my mouse out of the way here. That's all. There. Okay. Next card out. Five of Wands. Okay. That's okay. The Hanged Man. By the way, this is Tarot Apocalypsis, this deck. Six of Wands. Nice. Four of Wands. Ooh. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so you got a lot of wands going on here for starters. This card here, the Four of Wands, is now the center card, which means it is part of your overall energy combined with the bottom of the deck, okay? Nine of Cups. Ooh, Capricorn. Wow. Ace of Wands. What is with the wands for you guys this time? Holy cow. Nine of Pentacles. Perfect. Okay. Finally. Ooh, the moon. One of those dogs is not very happy. Is my camera not wanting? There we go. Anyway, so this is where you're at-ish because time is fluid, correct? This is where you're headed, okay? So you're at the Ten of Cups, you're heading for the moon. Four of Wands is part of your overall energy combined with Three of Swords. Come on, there we go. Okay, that's okay. We'll get this figured out. Let me take a look at the cards, get a feel for the energy and any messages coming through. Okay, Capricorn, I don't know if you've cross-watched any of the videos that I've done up to this point, but there is a very definite theme going on, and it's a huge shift right now on the planet in the direction of up-leveling, up-shifting, moving into 5D from 3D, and you are no different. This is your message as well. So I'm not sure if, I also know that I'm being moved in a different direction, and I'm beginning to wonder if, I started out as an awakening and ascension coach, and then I was guided into doing these readings, and now I feel like I'm being guided back into being an awakening and ascension coach, because I think all but one zodiac sign that I've done up to this point has been all about moving and shifting into 5D. So with this deck, the cards, as you know, I'm an intuitive reader, and I utilize the definition of the cards in combination with any messages coming through to me intuitively. Now, I want you to know that this deck, the definition of the cards is, for some of these cards, it's a lot different than the regular definition. So just know that whatever messages are coming across to you, if if you know the tarot deck and that's not the definition of that card, please don't leave comments on it, okay? I am going off of the definition of this deck as well as messages coming through, and it's not going to be like a message that would come through with a different deck of cards, okay? So your overall energy, Four of Wands with the Three of Swords. Now, the Four of Wands is all about solid foundation. It's about being able to build something substantial because it's a very stable, solid foundation that you're building on. However, you also have the Three of Swords here, which is all about doubts, and it's an awakening because it's about you going through what I'm going to call an identity crisis. There's a lot of pain, there's a lot of suffering, there's a lot of confusion, but that is part and parcel with this shift, this awakening and this shift. Now, I know you're going through it because of the cards that came out, but also because of the feel of the energy in your reading. The Five of Wands is all about, first of all, I'm going to come back to the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups, this is a card of happiness and harmony with those that you love. So this is all about, this is a great life. It's the 10. It couldn't get any better. I'm getting along with everybody. There's no fighting. There's no BS. It's wonderful. But then there's a challenge that comes up, and it leads you back to a place of uncertainty. Now, you've had it could be you've had years of this happiness and this harmony and this balance in your life. And then all of a sudden, something happens and it upsets the apple cart, so to speak, and it sends you to this place. There's a lot of uncertainty. There's a lot of feeling unbalanced, out of sorts, confused. And it has to do with this hangman. The hangman in this deck is about giving something to get something. Now, you've done that. This is the work that you've done. All that hard work, the growing, the expanding, some of you have done that. I feel like some of you haven't, and that's where the identity crisis comes in, because your world is being literally turned upside down. You are being asked to grow, expand, move in a very spiritual direction from a very egoic way of living into more of a spiritual way of living, and that's the Hanged Man. This is all about giving something to get something. So you have to do the work, is what it's saying. Do the work you're being asked to do. The growth, the expansion, the spiritual work that you're being asked to do. And when you do so, you're going to be rewarded. Now, the reward is the ability to be in a place where you can shift into 5D. Be in a place spiritually where you can shift into 5D. But it doesn't come without, I don't want to say without a price, because that's just not how the universe, it's not how spirit works. But it's I'm going to call it a price, and you'll understand what I'm talking about in a minute. If you want to keep this reward, this gift that's been given to you, this up-leveling, this shift into 5D, you have to let go of something to keep it. And what you have to let go of is an old way of being. You need to let go of the doubts and the confusion, the uncertainty. You have to trust. You have to let go of the old way of being in 3D. 3D being human beings. We all function at a place of third dimension on the planet. Okay? And it's coming from a place of ego. It's conformity. It's living life the way you're expected to live it, so to speak, while being on this planet. Because everybody, to a degree, moves the same way. We all need to have that 8 to 4 job. We've got to do this. We've got to do that. You know, it's expectations of us as human beings. You have to let that go. Because you're being shifted into a very different way of being, living, thinking, doing. You're being asked to be strictly 5D way of thinking, feeling, looking at life. And I have to say, once you make that shift and you get comfortable with that way of being and doing, it is so much simpler than the 3D way. There's peace. It's stress-free. It's just a whole different way of looking at things. It's letting go of the materialistic way of living in the 3D world, because 5D is not materialistic. 5D is utilizing your inner guidance system in order to move yourself through life. And part of that is not clinging to the need to chase after things, to work super hard to earn a living. I mean, we all still need money. Please don't get me wrong. I'm not asking anybody to go out and quit your job because you have to be spiritual now. We still need to, it's baby steps, right? It's making that shift. But to begin with, when you make that shift, it's about a way of thinking and being, feeling, right? Letting go of the ego and paying attention to and trusting and having faith in your inner guidance system, your outer guidance system, if you will, because you have, your intuition as well as guides that will help you move forward. When you can do that, you will have fame and fortune, so to speak. You will be successful. You will be triumphant. You will have more success in 5D mode than you ever could have had in 3D mode. And, that's just figuratively speaking. I don't even know what to call it. It is what it is. 5D and 3D. Now, the 9 of Cups in this deck is all about, well, it can represent vanity, but it also represents good luck, a good way of living. The good life is what I'm hearing for you. The good life. Have a look at this. Look at... I'm surprised she doesn't have somebody fanning her as she eats these grapes. But it's the good life. It's relaxed. It's peaceful. It's stress-free. It's easy street. It really is. To begin with, that's not how it feels. It's really difficult for some of us, me included, to make that shift, because I came big time from a family that believed you had to work an 8 to 4, 9 to 5 job, whatever it was, and you're not going to like it. Nobody likes their job, but too bad, because that's the way of the world. That's how we need to be. And that is not what we came here for, and it's not how we're supposed to be. Please do not go out and quit your job tomorrow, okay? This is saying that you are getting on path. You need to live your life's purpose. Your soul came here for a specific reason. And your soul, in order to move through life on this planet, needed to inhabit a body, a physical body. And that's basically what this is. It's a soul having a human experience. But the soul knows where it wants to go, what it wants to do, and that's why it's guiding you. So now is a time for you to pay attention to what your soul is saying and take the steps you're guided to take. Make that shift into 5D. Start to make that shift into 5D, right? Comfortably, okay? Because this is not about stress or pain or uncomfortable. Well, you're going to be a little uncomfortable, but it's not about stress. It's not about pain. It's not about living a life you're unhappy living. Trust me, when you can make this shift, you're going to look back at how you used to live and think, why did I ever live that way? This is so much better. Once you make the shift, you're not going to look back. You are not going to want to go back either. The Ace of Wands. This is your brand new beginning. This is Take Action card. The Wands are all about action. And you have quite a few of them. Out of the 9 cards I laid out, you have 4 Wand cards. Almost half of your cards are cards of taking action. This is going to be a way of living that you are absolutely going to feel so passionate about, and you're going to love it. There's abundance from every level, joy, love, finance. It's the ultimate. It is the Garden of Eden. If you want to look at it that way, it becomes truly your life becomes heaven on earth. 9 of Pentacles is being successful, utilizing your own skills, your soul's skills, because you're being asked to move in a direction that your soul wants to go in. Now, when your soul came here, it knew what it wanted. It knew the experiences that it wanted to have on this planet. Your soul wants to grow and expand and learn, but from a place of fun and love and passion and want, not forced. Okay? Now, you do have skills, you have talents. If you're unaware of those, take a look back to childhood, the things that you were passionate about in childhood, the things that you loved to do as a child, because as a child, you still functioned mostly from a place of inner guidance, your soul. And therefore, you would have been interested in and doing the things that fed your soul. And that's where we need to get back to. We need to get back to where we're feeding our souls, because it's not about us as human beings. It doesn't matter what we want as a human. It's about what the soul came here to experience. And you're now being guided to move in that direction. This here, this 3 of Swords for you, this painful identity crisis that you feel like you're going through, is all because of this shift. This acts almost like the Tower card. It's about a push in a direction from spirit, your inner guidance system, your soul, whatever you want to call it, right? The moon, this is all about utilizing your intuition. This is you being right below the hanged man. The hanged man is all about being gifted with the abilities, the up-leveled psychic and intuitive abilities to function easily in the 5D. You're being gifted with the ability to be in 5D comfortably, easily, to be able to do what you need to do to be happy there. And part of that is utilizing your intuition. Being in 5D cannot be understood through reason, by way of reason, thoughts, belief systems. This is all about your intuition, all about your intuition. The good life. 5D is the good life. But it's a life of basing all your decisions on your intuitive guidance, your soul's guidance, living life through your soul's eyes, so to speak. It's going to be happy. It's going to be happier than you've ever known life to be. Wrap your head around this, because I do know from experience, I've been there. It's not an easy shift, but it's one that is so well worth any effort you have to put into it to make the shift. Now, I want to point out that because of time is not real. Time is, it's an illusion. There is no time in energy, and that's what your soul is. Your soul is energy. You are energy. The planet is energy. Like, everything is of energy, right? So where was I going with that? Oh my goodness, I got lost. Oh geez. Well, I'm sorry, guys. You will be happy. Trust me. It's a beautiful way to live. And once you get to 5D, you don't stop there. You keep going up. We keep rising. We keep ascending. And that's what we need to do. I am going to go out on a limb here and say that going from 3D to 5D, I feel, is going to be the biggest jump you will ever make. Because once you get into 5D and start climbing into higher dimensions yet, I think you probably will barely even feel a shift. Now, if you went from 5D to 10D, say, yeah, you're going to feel the shift because you're jumping 5 dimensions at once. But I don't think that's how it works. I don't know. I'm just moving through this as myself. Okay, thank you, angels. The timing thing that I was talking about. Because there is no such thing as time. That's earthly, that's human being, that's 3D, okay? Some of you are here, like I said, heading here. Others of you have already started the shift. Others of you have made the shift, okay? Like I said, timing is going to be different for all of you. But you are in a place of happiness and harmony with your loved ones. That is going to shift. That's going to shift. As you move into 5D, not everybody that's in your world in 3D is going to shift into 5D with you at the same time. Now, everyone on this planet eventually will be making that shift because that is the goal. When you make the shift and there are others that are not making that shift with you, let it go. Let them go. You're going to be walking away from situations and people and relationships Allow it to happen. It doesn't mean it can't come back around. I went through a period where I had to let go of my daughter completely because we did nothing but fight. We were both growing and expanding, shifting. We came back around, came back together, and it's better now than it ever was. I also then went through a phase where I had to let go of my son for the same reason. I was shifting and moving higher, and he wasn't yet. But now he's in that same place. He's shifting into 5D. Now we're close again. Closer. So allow these things to take place, because at this point in time, as you're shifting and raising, it's dead weight. Okay, it anchors you to 3D. Let them go for now. They will come back into your life. And trust me, when you're in 5D, those relationships, those partnerships, they're going to be so much better than they ever were in 3D. Now, I don't really have anything to clarify here. The messages are very clear for me. I hope I put them across clearly for you. I am, however, going to get a couple of cards for you. One from the Synchronicity Oracle and one from Just Ask Oracle. Angels, what else can we tell Capricorn here? Please and thank you. Thank you. Oh, your twin misses you. Now, I wanted to point out, this is a love reading. They all have been love readings, but they all have had the same message, that you're being asked to shift into 5D. Now, I want to make something else clear here. Those of you that are being asked to make the shift into 5D, part of that shift, part of your reward for making that shift is coming into union with your twin. Because until we shift into 5D, we cannot be in union with our twin. 5D, when we are able to make that shift, it's because we are vibrationally at a specific level. Energetically, our vibration is at a very specific level. And you have to be energetically in proximity to joy, love, bliss in order to come together in such a spiritually connected partnership. We need to be in 5D, okay? So those of you that make a shift into 5D but don't let go of the 3D, including people and situations that aren't shifting with you, okay? If you don't let go, you don't hang on, right? You have to give something to get something. The giving of something is expanding, growing, doing the work that you're guided to do to become more spiritual, to raise your vibration. Those of you that have done that work, you're now being gifted with the ability to shift into 5D because you've done the work. But if you want to keep that 5D ability, you have to let go of everything 3D. Like I said, that includes belongings, people, situations, your job included. But don't just go out and give up your job, okay? You will be guided at the right time, because Spirit is going to replace your 3D version of a way of making a living with a 5D version. So until that happens, until you feel the guidance to let go, please do not let go. This is a step-by-step process, okay? So your twin misses you. Now, I wanted to let you know that number 13, I was seeing it a lot. So I asked my guides what it meant, and this is what they told me, and that's why I put it on the card. When you see number 13, if you aren't seeing it already, you may start. And when you do, know that it means your twin misses you, okay? So, Just Ask Oracle. What further advice can we give Capricorn angels or information? Please and thank you. Thank you, angels. This is destined. What you're going through right now is your destiny. This is what your soul wants. It's the shift your soul wants you to make. Like I said, once you make the shift, once you make that decision to let go of the 3D and shift into 5D, the letting go of the 3D situations or people or, whatevers, letting go of those when you initially are being asked to let go of them is a little difficult, can be very difficult. Once you make the shift into 5D and you get comfortable there, nothing upsets you like that anymore. Because in 5D, you just have a knowing. Your intuitive abilities are heightened so much that you just know that great things are headed your way. Now, it might not be the great things that you thought you wanted or that you thought were headed your way, but regardless, great things are headed your way. Now, to make this shift easier for you, because you've got the Four of Wands combined with the Three of Swords. That is a very fractured energy. That is a very uncertain, wavering, going in two opposite directions type of energy. To make this shift the easiest shift possible and as quick and as pain-free as we can, click the link below. We're going to go into the extended and ask Spirit what it is that you need to do, be, think, and or feel to make this shift as simple and as quickly as you can. Those of you that are going to go over there, I will see you in the extended. Those of you that aren't, thank you so much for viewing, liking, sharing, and subscribing. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.